The view of or vision that I'd love for you to be casting with your members is just that ministry is about everything they do throughout the week, including church. So from a standpoint of understanding pastors and full-time church workers, I would love for you to better understand and ask questions to your members on what do they do outside of Sunday to Sunday, and really seek to understand the plethora of activities that they're involved in that that's really the church going out to the world, and asking them questions. How are they praying for people in those different arenas in their life, in Rotary, in their workplace, in their family, and really getting as pastors, have a good grasp of what goes on between Sunday and Sunday. And so it's not about Sunday, it's about what your members do throughout the week. And in the workplace is a majority of their time. And so what are they doing in the workplace?
When you're counseling people, if they talk about witnessing in the workplace, you really need to understand the ramifications that they can suffer if they don't know the rules and if they cross the line.
Well, the thing that I think about when it comes to what does someone like myself need, out of the church or out of my pastor, is the recognition that every day is really hard. And I think that sometimes is even harder for the women who are professionals, who are trying to balance their home life with all their kids and their church life and their work life. And what I've found to be helpful is that they will have activities and things that are at night and not just during the day for the women.
Their largest congregation is in the workplace, not sitting in the pews on Sunday. Your largest congregation is the workplace. And as a priest and as a pastor, that message is there are folks out there longing to see the glory of God. They just don't recognize it yet.
Just understanding that there's a lot going on there, but at the same time realizing that it is a viable place where ministry happens.
There's people there that God's working in, and God's creating things for them to do, so that that becomes a much bigger picture than just work. It becomes ministry ground for that member of yours to start to look for opportunities that God created in advance for them to do, and actually be part of God's program there in the workplace.
What we learn, what we hear, what we listen to at our Sunday congregation, go forth and spread that in your much larger congregation called the workplace.
How to have Bible studies, how to have ways to minister within the corporate life, just let them know that it is viable. It is something that should be encouraged and help us be equipped and so forth to do that.
There are folks out there that God wants you to reach out to. And if you don't pay attention and you don't look for those opportunities, they're not opportunities because they go by the wayside.
The guidance that you give them needs to be focused on making sure that they communicate one-on-one, knowing and understanding the policies of their company, the federal laws that protect citizens for religious freedom and harassment, and just good common sense.
It's still doing an exceptional job for the employer, but it's looking for those little pockets of time at break, in the hallway, in the parking lot, to really be able to be looking for ways in which to encourage a believer, or to really initiate spiritual conversation to the non-believer in a healthy way that then becomes ministry. So it makes the whole work-life paradigm so much different than just work.